In the journey of life, at certain stages, we come across moments where we feel depressed, defeated, shattered, and broken. We even think that's the end of us. On contrary, when we go through pain and struggles, it is that which makes us stronger. It forges us the best version of us. It creates a remarkable individual who can make a signature in life, just the way the glow stick shines upon breaking. With that note, good morning, beautiful people. I'm Anooja Bashir. I'm a serial entrepreneur, a startup mentor, a brand and marketing strategist, a diversity evangelist, and a mompreneur. This brings to today's theme, the glow stick. So I guess many of you all know what a glow stick is. It's a plastic tube which contains fluorescent liquid, which upon breaking creates a burst of light that illuminates darkness. So in many ways, glow stick is a metaphor of life as it holds powerful lessons for all of us. As individuals, we humans have the talent and the potential to bring in something beautiful and inspiring. When we come out of our comfort zones and embrace struggles and obstacles that comes our way. I always believe in choice. How many guys believe in choice actually? Because I've heard many people saying, I could not make my dreams come true because I never had a choice. I totally don't agree with that fact because there's always a choice. Now, the choice actually depends upon the decisions you make, whether you need to go ahead or you're going to give up. Again, these decisions are influenced by many other parameters as well. The goals and dreams you want to achieve, the priorities you set, and the values we maintain. I mean, to be stronger in life, we need to definitely take bold moves, own your actions, believe in yourself, be responsible, trust your instincts. I believe that if we don't explore opportunities and challenges, we will never go through situations in life. Because if that doesn't come, we'll never know who we really are. So whenever there is a situation in which you are going through a particular moment where you're embracing your vulnerabilities, that brings the real you, the core one inside you, who identifies what you're capable of, how unique you are, how humane you are, how balanced you are. In life, when you go through hardships, I think that is a moment when you really understand what your hidden talents are. You think that, you can't do it. And how amazingly you do it, that actually matters. Now, as our great leader, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, dreams are not that what we see in sleep. It is what keeps us awake. Now, talking about my life, I had my share of failures and struggles. I literally went through hell because, again, entrepreneurship is not everybody's cup of tea. And I am an accidental entrepreneur, okay? I started my career as a civil engineer, but look at me. Life is unpredictable. You don't know what you turn up into, but as opportunity comes in, you need to make that in favor of you. Advantages in your side where then you come up bringing again, like I said, the best version of you. So the thing is that I identified who I am when I really went through my own struggles. From the naive girl I was to the strong woman I am standing today, where every time I faced a lot of literal hell in my life, when people was pulling me down, when the world was shutting down, and even I've had my own share of depression and all, okay? But still I picked up every piece and bit of me because I always knew that, I had it in me. When the world said that she is not an entrepreneur material, I knew it, one day I'll make it. But for that, you should believe in yourself first. So during my interviews and my talk shows, usually people ask, what is your success mantra? You know why they ask? Because I'm the one who had two startup failures, okay? That two intense startup failures. I had huge financial loss where I couldn't even tell my family that I was going through it. So from that to come, again, it's very hard. And women doing it is again harder because that's the reason why they write in articles and all, Yeah, she broke the glass ceiling. Very hard because society don't expect you to do that. Okay, coming back, understood again, when things came hard on me, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Because I was not even ready to make a decision in my life where it's so complicated that, you'll go inside it and the emotion itself will actually kill you. And I think in that moment of vulnerability, I understood, you should never ever settle for your dreams. Never ever compromise. It's hard, for sure. Your path is not going to be easy. You have to embrace that. Once you embrace that, you'll come out strong with flying colors, and you'll rise like a phoenix. So my turning point in life, the biggest turning point in my life, I would say, was the choice and risk I took to embrace the path of entrepreneurship. And I sticked onto it, even after two intense startup failures. When the entire world was literally shutting me down again and again and again, world is always like that. Huh? When someone goes down, even however they good are, it is because how once that it's a perception. Once people see it like that, okay, fine. Then that what do you call that period starts for you. Okay, so now bringing my inner courage was not the only thing that made me a successful entrepreneur. Trust me, it's not only my expertise or my talent or even my pedigree. That was not the only thing that helped me achieve my goals. It is those lessons which I learned. I call them life lessons. I made them my thumb rules. So even when I go through situations, because again, I just need to tell you, entrepreneurship is not a journey. Even if you take success also, it's not a journey. It's not a destination. It is a journey. So you need to keep on struggling again and again and again because life doesn't stop throwing at you. So I'm going to talk about those things which I keep close to my heart that I learned during my journey of struggles and pain. Okay. So during my first startup failure, I was an accidental entrepreneur. Okay? I didn't ever knew that this is called entrepreneurship. Came into it and I was discovering it and exploring it. So it failed. I came from Dubai to India. So I didn't know this ecosystem very well. Obviously, it was supposed to fail because you don't know much about it. I couldn't even convince my own people, my family, that, I can do it. I just need bit time. That didn't work. It's not because they didn't love me. Sometimes, it's very hard to understand what entrepreneurship is. Now, that time, my mind was in constant battles. I was going through hardcore depression, and I didn't know what exactly I am supposed to do. I don't know where I am supposed to seek help. So that got so complicated. I myself started believing that after having, good marks in schools, college, after doing everything so good, why did I turn up into a failure? And at a point of time, I understood that, if I keep on thinking like that, if I myself am thinking that I won't make it up, who else is going to believe me? So I got out of it. I understood that I have to have a right mindset to believe that if I need to go ahead, I need to have a cool mind. And that's how I decided that to stay on the course of entrepreneurship, I need to get connected to business. That's where I joined a marketing firm as a marketing head. I learned more about business. I learned everything about the Keralite culture, their ecosystem, how it works there. That really worked for me. So, number one, it's the right mindset. Now, again, my second startup failure, okay? It's interesting, quite interesting, because I was doing kind of a remote kind of thing. staying away and managing the staff out here. It didn't work somehow. And that is where I understood that why is it happening constantly? Something is going wrong. I need to figure it out. And but once a person gets failure, no, it's very, again, getting another failure, it's not that easy. Trust me, in theory, we say that it's quite okay, but in reality, it is not that very easy. So I was getting very negative because of this constant struggle that's going inside me, and and that is when I started reading the book called The Secret. I hope many of you might have read it. So in that book, the author emphasizes that a human body is like a magnetic tower, and it attracts emotions and people as per your actions and your thinking. If you're positive, there'll be a lot of positive vibes around you, and you'll have positive people around you. On the other hand, if you're thinking always negative, you brew a ton of negativity. So I understood really that I need to be positive. I need to be an optimist. And once I started doing it, you won't believe it, that magic worked, and I was surrounded by so nice people around me. And one of that person is actually sitting among you. He is the co-founder of my companies. And after that, we did well, okay? So again, being positive and optimist is the second thumb rule, I would say. So everything was going good. The COVID came and hit. That was something even that was unknown to world. Nobody was even understanding how exactly we are going to cope up with the situation. We are not prepared for that adaptation as well. Clients were not paying, a lot of struggle. And that is where I understood that you need to change your tactics. So now here I would talk about another concept called kintsugi. You might have heard of it because it was mentioned in one of the movies called Patan. So it's a Japanese art where you repair the broken pottery with lacquered dust or a mixture with powdered gold. This makes the pottery actually not only look beautiful, but very strong and very hard. So it's the same with life. Once things start going, you break. You need to get it, what do you call it? Connected. You need to get inspiration within yourself. You need to take every bit and piece of you and think in a different perspective. And that is where we understood a digital era is going to happen. We have to create something on the digital space. So that's how we started a sector called branding for our IT company. And we also started a new startup which was into cloud space. We do run a startup which is into managed cloud hosting. It really worked. And that's how, like I said, turn the table. Even when you face odds, definitely you can turn the table. That's what the concept of kintsugi teaches us. Last but not the least, you'll always have to understand humans are always survivors. From the time of mankind, we have seen them surviving because they do have good survival instincts. So they don't need to do pretty much. Okay? So take life as simple. Don't take it too serious. Have fun. Do things that you love. Be happy. Love others. Contribute to society. At the same time, be ambitious. Be greedy. You should take your goals. Whatever you achieve, you should take it because you have the capability of doing it. Because at times of situations when you actually break down, what happens is that it's kind of like a entangled rope. The knots are very harder, and at the time we pull it, it becomes impossible to remove that tangling thing. But if you take a bit of calmness and precision and remove one by one, finding one end of that rope, you can easily do it. And then you get a straight rope. Life is that simple. Actually, you are complicating it. So, trust me, at the times when you go through real hard times, when you're breaking within inside, what comes next defines you. And it is that time you get the courage to do things differently. Be like water, learn to adapt. Be like fire, passionate and ambitious. Be like earth, calm and understanding. Be like air, surround people with positivity. Be like sky, rise to the glory. So, never settle upon your dreams. Don't sacrifice your dreams. Keep on going. If I can do it, for sure you can do it.